Hello, and welcome to Pieces of Pat Paints, where I paint things live. Yep, we are live here in my studio in Oklahoma. It is Mr. McBeardsley. He is back. Hello, Sir McBeardsley. He was knighted once. For those of you who don't know, in the land of the ice and the sea, where the midnight flowers grow. Anyway, I had a very long weekend. I am beat, guys. Like, I love soccer. 4 games it was so great. It was so great to be back doing it. It was so good. But I'm definitely feeling it. And we're yeah, we got some coffee ready to go. And no, this isn't my cup. This is my wife's cup. She doesn't really ever drink out of it, though. She has another fancy cup that's like not this cup that she likes better, so she never uses this cup. So I guess now it is my cup. But I'm not a bossy person. I'm a very interesting kind of. If you've ever had to work with me, I'm a very interesting kind of person to work with. I definitely have a very particular way of doing it, but I usually let you make a lot of mistakes before I'm like, so let's try it this way now, because that's just how I am. I'm working on it a second time and being both a sir and an esquire. Yes. Oh. So, yep, a little sore. It was a lot of walking around fields, carrying stuff around. It was really hot. It was good. Anyway, we were working on our lovely lady here. She's looking fabulous. Let's get ourselves on the right camera, get ourselves on the right track, get all our stuff set up, and we'll get it rolling. It's a little early in the morning. I already lit my incense and have my small try to woosah, because there's a lot of. I'm really not supposed to be doing the incense. I gotta get away from that. I gotta figure out like another way of like creating that ritual. It's not super good for my lungs. Anyway. Maybe I'll light a what are the things? I guess you wouldn't even light it. You turn it on. That melts the wax. Maybe if I can get the smell going, it'll make me feel okay. Anyway, so we've got this lovely thing here, and the cloak goes on her kimono. She's a witch. I said thing, but she's not actually a thing. She is definitely a witch. We figured that out. I found that out. So we're gonna get on this cloak today. It's really nice. We definitely got some. I think maybe we need to pull in another round of our dark Payne's gray. Some of this is not quite done in there quite well enough, but we wouldn't have been able to tell it till it dried. So anyway, put this girl back over here. And I glued I finally did glue everything down to the base, so that's nice. That was a good thing to do. It was nice to be able to do that. Well, except for her, I haven't glued her down yet. I don't know that I'm actually going to glue her down. I kind of like the idea of being able to pick her up and look at her, but we're going to see if that's something that you can actually do without the model getting disrupted too much as we kind of move forward. But it would be nice to be able to like pick her up and look at her. We've got all our other parts are primed up now. And ready to go. Her face and all that. And her hat's over here. Which is a really cool hat. And we want to make sure we paint this bar separately. Alright. So, I'm going to pull out this old guy here. A little bit more water. Alright. So we don't really need a giant brush. Because we really want to be able to get into those deeper crevices. Oh, music. Doo-doo-doo. McBeardsley bought a cool mug from the Disley shore. It's shaped like an apple with black poison ooze and the shape of a skull over it. When it gets hot, the black part turns green. That's fun. That's fun. I had a mug I really liked. It was I got it in New Mexico. It was like hand painted. It was Buddhist prayer flags. I loved that thing until I broke it. As goes with a lot of mugs. A little White Bat audio again. This is one of my favorites. This is their Evil Dark Synth playlist, which I love it. Not because I'm particularly evil, but I like the intensity of the music. It makes me want to keep like painting away. Yeah, it has that cyberpunk feel. The front of the cover of it is a xenomorph, an alien from the Alien stuff. I gotta find a better place for that fridge. That thing is so dang loud. I don't have a garage yet. Maybe when we build a garage, or I'll make a big shed to put it in there. We have a small shed for now. But it's definitely a big property. I'm excited for it to cool down. I got a lot of work I gotta go do out there, but it is too dang hot for that now. Too dang hot. We got a lot done last year. And a lot done this year. Early in this year. It got hot. When it gets hot, too hot and too cold, you kind of gotta maintain. Hey, congratulations, Sir McBeardsley's sister got a homeowner's loan. Heck yeah, and they won the bid. There you go. There you go. That's stepping it up. Houses are a lot of responsibility, but it is a good idea. It's a good investment. Good investment. They're calling me. It's a scam, likely. Oh, it was great. I mean, they lost every single game they played, but yeah, no, that's all right. Cullen, I'm so used to talking about Cullen playing soccer, he doesn't. But my youngest son is on an indoor team, finishing up as we're doing training for the outdoor team, which we got training again today. So that's a good thing. Anyway, they're it's a house team. They don't win a lot. They win every now and again. It's just kind of like anybody who wants to play up at the particular place, they just sign up and put them together. Some of these other teams, there's more practice involved and there's more commitment level, and the kids play together for a lot longer. On these house teams, it could be any Tom, Dick, or Harry playing on this house teams. When you get serious, that's when you move to a more permanent team. But I wanted to see if Alice really liked playing indoor before we moved him into outdoor, because that's just what you do. Trying out these brushes real quick. Okay. I'll let that dry for just a second. Take a couple of kids of coffee. Get coffee all over that towel. Oh, yeah, that was good. What else did we do? Much else we did this weekend. It's just pretty much soccer. Which is fantastic, but still pretty exhausting. And they had fun. They had a good time. Got to see Kel finally got to play outdoor with this competitive squad. They got smoked by an Edmund team. It was pretty bad. But that's kind of how that goes. There's when your teams are first coming together on a competitive level, it takes them a little while to find a groove. They've all got to get used to each other and learn how each other plays, and goodness, a couple different things that might happen. Oh, okay. What was I doing? Okay, we gotta do. I'm thinking about probably just dry brush this cloak. That's gonna be most likely the easiest way to do this. We'll do some detail work on the bands that are here. Getting back to the busy weekends, yeah, for sure. Yeah, a bunch of birthdays. That's crazy. Well, I mean, I think about it. People getting bored now. Let's see. Count that back. That's going to be fall time. Right, hit September, so you're getting ready. You're getting closer to New Year's, Christmas. You know, into fall, beginning of spring, or winter. Blah blah blah. My brain no work too good today. I'm not feeling so hot in my brain. This one's so easy to paint. Everything's so raised. I mean, back here in this part, it's not as raised, but because they don't really want it to be. But you can tell, like, once you get to the trim of the cloak and you get to the real where they've really designed the paint to go. The artist definitely made it to where this thing was going to be easy to paint. Oh no, Warhammer is on hold while I'm getting my car repaired. I have a car in the shop right now. Blew that water pump out. They still haven't finished fixing it. Yeah. Hopefully they can fix it. I think we're buying a new car anyway, because we need 2 vehicles, really, and hopefully we'll be able to have 2 vehicles. We're gonna find out. So hopefully it's just the water pump and everything else is copacetic. But we're gonna probably find out today. Girlfriend got a new job. Nice. What's she gonna start doing? I remember you saying something about her applying somewhere, but I think I've forgotten, honestly. It's really hard to keep up with all of... I have a lot of kids, man. It's crazy. Heck, I can't even remember what all they're doing all the time. Just remember, like, where I gotta go in a day to drive them there. It's nuts. Working on airplane parts. Oh yeah. Tinker, that's what I remember. She's leaving the hobby. I remember she was at Hobby Lobby. Godless place ever. Man, that place is, listen. Yeah. No, I ain't heard a whole lot of good stuff about working for the Hobby Lobby. That's for real. Be really heavy up here at the top, and then we're going to bring it. If we come down, we want to be a little lighter with our touches. And on this round, we're going to kind of leave that inside. We're not going to worry about trying to get too much color in that. We want to leave it kind of a little bit dark to help with our movement of this cloak. We need this touched up because this is all kind of, this little thing here is like brighter and it's got some other colors on it. The wraps do. Kind of like a leather color. Okay, and I want to do just a tiny bit of just a little bit of the bluer, like a blue white. Right here on the tops. This is going to account for that blue light of that crystal shining down. You can kind of see a little bit of that blue color we pulled back in here. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we want, right? Looks great. It's going to look really nice up against our base. Yeah. Yes. And this way she'll kind of look a little bit like she's glowing. Which is, you know, that's kind of what I want. She kind of looks that way in the game. I think she's doing a little bit of a glow. Oh my. Okay, I'll let that dry for a second, and I'm gonna drink some coffee. Oh yeah, Hobby Lobby's a strange place, man. Like they got in a lot of trouble not back too long ago, really. I'm trying to remember when it was. But they had been buying black market items during the fall of Iraq. It was crazy. Maybe BONS like finding off a pack of ghouls like Doom Guy. Right? That'd be a fun thing to do. Let's see. Oh, I missed something else in there. You know what kind of figures I really want for my display case? I want some Fallout figures. They make Fallout. Oh, I'll have to look for it. They have there's like a game. There's a Fallout game, like a role-playing game you can play. It's like Dungeons and Dragons, but it's Fallout, you know. It's really neat. I could have a lot of fun running a Fallout world. That would be fun. Yeah. They so yeah, Hobby Lobby. They took I used to even know what it was. It was a couple of different historical items, and they took it from Iraq when the war was going on, when the Americans were over there. And so like they bought this stuff, and they on the black market, and they still own it. Like they still have a lot of this stuff, and some of it's just sitting in warehouses here in Oklahoma City. It's really weird, really weird. But you know, it's like artifacts that are important to Christendom, but they belong in Iraq. Like they belong. Yeah, there's a lot of sites there that are for a lot of different religions, and they belong where they were. I don't know. I guess Hobby Lobby was feeling a little bit like they were channeling the old British Empire. Just take everything you want. Anyway, it's crazy. But yeah, I don't know if they. I feel like they were supposed to bring back. Yeah. There's definitely a game for Fallout. There's Fallout figures. It's really neat. I've thought about getting it and playing it, honestly. Okay, so we'll get some Ranni picks. Get to work on this little accent. Some people have it like it being like a brown coil completely. That one's fun. Or those are like little wraps. I just like that one. A little bit darker on the. This looks more like from promotional material. That's fun. That shows her little ropes. You don't see that in a lot of the other ones. Here's somebody's sculpt. That's a sculpt of her. That's fun. This is from the game. Like a yellow. But this, on most of them, that little bit is a little bit darker. So that's good to know. We needed to know that, and then we can get started on this next part. We can kind of use our brush strokes to make sure we're getting these individual hair to look like it's individual hairs moving through. It says 0.5. Yeah, that's way too small. It's like this is gonna take forever. All right, 3. There we go. I should see if I can't find that Fallout game. I'm pretty sure they have it over at. I know they have some of the figures at New World. I saw them there last time I was there. I bet you there's some 3D models too, 3D printables. If you're looking for like bigger pieces. Because the miniatures are going to be like for a miniature game. Like that's going to be for role-playing games or like a... It'd be fun to have a... Oh my god. I should paint my Marine army to be vault dwellers. Like a vault dweller... a vault tech scheme. They definitely have to be Ultramarines, I think. Or I don't know, man. Vault sounds a little bit Imperial Fist. It sounds like defenses. Sounds like an Imperial Fist idea. Make sure you keep your brush strokes going in the right direction. With this, it's super important. This reminds me of Blade, the scene in the opening scene at the club. So, want a Dark Souls bonfire? Yeah, that lights up. That'd be fun. It's tough being a nerd. It is. It's all sorts of things you want, especially because like they prey on fandoms, man. They for sure do it. That's why I was so glad when they were like, oh, Doom's going to get made by Denis Villeneuve. And I was like, oh, okay, so they're actually going to do like an art house movie here. We're not trying to make a buck. We're trying to make Dune. I was like, ho, 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 yeah. am excited they did the Deadpool Wolverine though, because like you can pull that off and make it a blatant cash grab, and it's gonna work because it's Deadpool and Wolverine. Like it actually works that way, and so you can kind of get away with it. With some things, it's like when it's a blatant cash grab, you're just like, man. We could probably, yeah, making a Dark Souls bonfire wouldn't be that hard, man. The hardest part with that would be getting one of those, one of the knights that sits there, that looks like a Dark Souls thing. That's going to be the hardest thing to find. But making a light up bonfire is easy. I've been thinking about making some terrain soon. Showing people how to kind of like make some terrain stuff on here. But I don't know. I keep threatening to make like a longer, like a different format of a video. It's like more like a, I don't know. I don't necessarily know if it's a how-to or just like a time lapse, so you can watch something get painted in a matter of minutes. 30 minutes, and you get all, what are we up to, like 16 hours of this one. It's a lot. There's a lot to watch. When it comes to these skulls, it's a big process. Oh yeah. Burp. Beardsley says when he was in a Disney store, there was a kid that maybe 5 or 6 years old asking for the Deadpool stuff. It's like, does your mom know you read that comic? Does she know what's in that? Do you know how Deadpool makes chimichangas? It's terrible. Keeps a man in an oven, and he makes him make him chimichangas and give it to him. I don't know, Deadpool in the comics is like a completely different Deadpool than the Deadpool on Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool is different than what the actual Deadpool is like. The comic Deadpool, I should say. Try to find these little edges is the hard part here. Of course, the part that's giving me the most trouble is the part that's underneath her hair that you wouldn't even see. And here I am, fretting. they calling me? What a scam's just thick today. That one left a voicemail. From Meeker. Homeowners in they're trying to say they're OG&E. Pretty sure it was OG&E when it said a scam. People are funny, man. Does any like you just gotta wonder, does anybody fall for that anymore? I mean, obviously somebody does, or they quit trying, right? Yeah, kids let a toddler watch Deadpool. Yeah, like even the Disney version on the Disney version that you see in the movies, he's pretty bad, but it's nothing compared to the comics. Comics there, he's just an awful. He's terrible. Pretty sure OG&E doesn't call either. Yeah, yeah, like they normally send you a something in the mail, like that way. There's no ambiguity. Yeah, OG&E calling you. Hey, OG&E will call you. They don't call anybody. You call them. They send you a letter, and then you gotta come talk to them. See? They don't even call you to see if you want their business in the first place. You have to call them. Round and round and round we go. 46 minutes. We're doing great. I don't know that I'm going to get this whole thing finished today, but this whole cloak. But we're going to get as far as we can. At least get all this Payne's gray. Gotta make some shepherd's pie today. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Round in the corner. Almost there. Thanks, Mom. Yeah, it's supposed to. It's gonna have that little bit of blue that's on the backlight. Get on there. You can kind of, the way you can kind of see that blue shimmer through as it turns, because this side here is like right. This side is like right where that light is shining down. And it's a little bit less as we get over here. But like right there, we really got a lot of that blue light coming right down on it. So we wanted to bring that blue in on these different levels. Get on there. She doesn't always like to stay on her little perch. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say. She doesn't like to get on it. Once she's on there, she stays. But you got to get it on there first. Okay. Now we got to figure out what to do with all these wraps. Most of those wraps, it looked like they did with like a brownish kind of colors. So they're either going to be like a leather or they're like a brown fabric. I'm kind of thinking burnt sienna. Don't be ashamed to use pliers to open your paint tubes. It's good for your hands. Yeah, I like the idea of this orangey color. We might drop it right on this gray so it stays nice and dark, but burnt sienna is kind of a nice orangey brown, and we might have to come back through here and darken some of these crevices. So, but we're going to get a start with this color, and we're going to see where it goes. We're just, yeah, I like the idea. We're just gonna go straight over this gray. We're gonna use that as kind of like a zenithal highlight, so we don't have to like be darker underneath because it's already painted that way, and we got the light showing where it's gonna be bright. We should be able to just bring this brown right over the top of everything, and it should do the job for us. Call it like zenithal highlighting is kind of the concept there. Making a light and a dark space and then just applying a color over top of it and letting those dark and light spaces work the shadow for you. It's a little bit more complicated than that, but it's a good basic summation. That one's tight. There we go. That brown's really striking against that blue and gray. It's like I said, with this has got a little bit more of that orange tone to it, which is why I wanted to do that. Orange and blue contrast really well, so it's going to make that really pop out, as you can kind of see. That little bit of orangeness to the burnt sienna. It is definitely going to help with our contrast here. "56 minutes. Here we go. The mighty hairy sticks. Oh. Well, I'm going to let that dry so that I can handle the other side. We're kind of at the end anyway, so it's a good place to kind of pause. Come back, we'll finish that guy up tomorrow. We'll have that cloak done easy tomorrow. That'll be done. And that means tomorrow we're going to be moving on. Yeah, yeah, let's look at her face. Where'd it go? So luckily it's separate. We don't have it in her hair already. I don't know that it's going to focus on her because it's, there we go. So she's got one eye open, one eye closed. And this side's got a little bit of the crack. I don't know if you can actually see it because of the, it's not actually filled in well. So, but there's like a smudgy look to the side of her. And right there, there's some little cracks that are built in, and of course cracks around there. There's supposed to be like some, yeah, like a symbol in here. I'm wondering if we're just gonna have to paint that on by hand. I'm gonna have to take a couple looks at the overall product to see what we've got, or the overall source material, see what it comes up with. All right, so there. Yeah, she's gonna look fantastic. Yeah, that orange is good. Look how much that sienna's gonna pop on everything. And it'll bring this all the way across the model too. We'll have to open and pull this out of the paint camera to see that. There we go. So you can see how that even though you can't really see it great in this from this distance, you can see how much that little bit of that color really pulls that across there. And again, we got the blue colors on that back, just the right spot. Should be money, money, money. I'm excited to get it done. I'm excited to see this one finished. Yeah, it looks really good. I got a couple places I want to mess with it just a little bit more. A few little dots and some strange stuff. But I wanted to have it have that, yeah, silkiness, and then that moonlight, like the moon is smacking it or whatever, or snow, or you know, you're looking at snow in the night with the moon shining on the snow, and that seemed to be her motif. So I'm trying to stay within that. Should be a lot of fun. Really excited. I love blue, so it's like it's fun to paint them because it's all blues and grays. I love that stuff. So anyway, been a good show. We're still at 237. We went to 236 again over the weekend, then we went back to 237. I don't know if that was the same person. I accidentally unsubscribed and subscribed back. If that's what's happened, then I have done that before and I understand. If we lost somebody, I'm really sorry. I don't know what I did. Hopefully it was the algorithm, because the algorithm like kicks people off. It's really weird. So like, if you don't like a video and you're not watching something constantly, whether it's this channel or any channel, then like eventually you get dropped. Your subscription will get dropped because you didn't like anything. But if you like, that's why all the YouTubers are always telling you to like and subscribe. It's like if you subscribe something, you should totally like a video, because then it like locks in your subscription or something, according to the way YouTube kind of like monitors their stuff. It's really wild. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great week. We're gonna be back tomorrow. If I see you then. If not, maybe I'll see you again in the future. Yeah, we're on our way to that 250, and then we're gonna roll to 500, 300, then 500, of course. But yeah. All right. Well, I gotta go start making some shepherd's pie, and I gotta get on my bike and do a little exercising and all those good and fun things. So, you take cake too. I mean, care. You spelled cake, and that's why I pronounced it that way, because it's fun. But he means care. I know he does, and I mean it too. You guys take care. We're gonna see you guys in the next one. You guys are fantastic, and well, there we go. Bye.